Hello, 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 and welcome everyone that is watching this video. My name is Elisa Scott, and I am part of the Elite Insurance Group. Today's lesson will be on social insurance. So, we will be talking about social insurance and how that information relates to what you will be questioned on when it comes to taking your life and health insurance exam. So let's get started. So we're going to be talking about exactly what is social insurance. I'm going to give you some social insurance examples. We'll also go through the details about the Affordable Care Act, or it may be abbreviated on your exam, ACA, as well as the four parts of Medicare. So the learning objections, once you have finished this lesson, you will have the ability to define social insurance, understand how the programs are funded. We're going to describe three types of social insurance programs, recall who qualifies for each type, as well as list the four parts of Medicare. So what exactly is social insurance? So social insurance is defined as a set of government-provided programs. It's meant to shield people from financial struggles, which may occur, due to unforeseen or unavoidable situations, such as loss of employment, maybe a physical disability, or reduced earnings due to retirement. The features of social insurance does require setting up a common fund from which all forms of benefits, whether it be monetary or otherwise, are paid. This common fund is contributed by all employers, workers, as well as the state. So we do pay into these social insurance programs through payroll taxes, those of us that are employees, and things of that nature. Worker contribution is kept as at a minimum. That's to ensure that it doesn't exceed, their capacity to pay. On the other hand, the state and the employers, they do contribute a significant share of the funds. Consequently, the workers' contribution and their benefits are not in correspondence to, what employers as well as what the state funds those programs. Social insurance is a mandate to be provided on a compulsory basis, meaning that the benefits themselves should ideally go to all needy people, that need this coverage. There is a need for social insurance. It's a form of income redistribution, from higher earners to lower earners. Most of the programs that are in social insurance seek to reduce poverty as well as inequality. So, by providing these programs, this helps with the need redistribution, as well as to alleviate, the property or poverty of those who may not need essential services, like healthcare, things of that nature. So, why do social insurance programs exist? Okay, so social insurance exists as a precaution. It's there and it works to shield people, like I said, from unforeseen or inevitable circumstances in life, like such as death or physical disability or retirement. One example of social insurance is Medicare. So Medicare, it offers citizens over the age of 65 various health coverage options for their ailments, from hospital stays as well as prescription meds. And what social insurance is and what it, how it works, it is federally funded. Okay. Citizens contribute towards the insurance through their taxes. Employers, they also pay part of the amount, and then the rest is funded by the government. Social insurance is significant because it helps in accounting for the unpredictability of life. The people may face when they, face a health crisis or, like I said, retirement. So it is necessary, to protect those from inevitable long-term risks. So let's talk about some of the examples of social insurance. So one of the examples of social insurance is what is known as OASDI. That is the abbreviation for old ages, survivors, and disability insurance. This is a form of social insurance that's also known as Social Security tax. So the main aim of the OASDI is to replace part of the income that these individuals lost due to retirement, disability, or even the death of a spouse. Another example of social insurance is Medicare. Medicare is a federally funded insurance that provides for medical care of Americans, especially older people. Now, some younger people may qualify for Medicare as well, if they are living with some type of disability or any debilitating or terminal illnesses like renal disease or kidney failure, things of that nature. So you either have to be 65 or older, or if you are younger, in order to qualify for Medicare, you will have to be living with some type of disability, or a terminal disease. Social insurance programs are also, they help when it comes down to the loss of employment, as well. Okay. So let's talk about the Affordable Care Act, because that is part of the social insurance program. So back in 2010, President Barack Obama put the Affordable Care Act into law. This was to assist individuals that had previously been denied healthcare coverage due to their pre-existing conditions. Not sure if you're aware, but when you file taxes, they ask you, on your tax return, did you have insurance and for how long during the previous, year? If you did not have insurance for the entire year, then you are penalized. All right, you are penalized for not having health care. So here we had people that were being penalized for not having health care, but they could not get health care because of their pre-existing conditions. So President Obama put the Affordable Care Act into place so that everyone would have that same opportunity to obtain health care regardless of their pre-existing conditions. So now, due to the ACA, people are no longer denied health care just because of their pre-existing conditions. They can now gain health care and affordable health care. And in the future, when they come to file taxes, they will no longer be penalized for not having health care. So there are four parts of Medicare as well. And Medicare, like we said, it's one of those social insurance benefits. It was added to the Social Security program back in 1965, and it is one of those that also is funded by payroll tax. So with Medicare, the four parts are Part A, B, C, and D. So with Medicare Part A, that is what would cover any inpatient hospital care, things like hospice, skilled nursing facilities, anything that will be inpatient. That's Part A. Medicare Part B is a supplemental insurance program. It can be purchased, by Medicare recipients. It's going to cover like physician services, outpatient hospital services, lab tests, physical and occupational therapy, as well as home health care. Now, it is funded by premiums paid by beneficiaries as well as general tax revenues. So you've got Part A, Part B, and then there's Part C. Now, with Part C, it is optional. It's an alternative to Medicare Part A and B. And in order to get Part C, then you would need to deal with a private insurance company, and they can help you get enrolled into Medicare Part C. Okay. With Medicare Part C, the way that I like to describe it to my potential agents that go through my study hall classes, the way to remember Part C comes with a copay. Okay. So, um, you can use Part C for, whether it be HMOs, PPOs, or even traditional fee for service plans, right? And like I said, it comes with a copay. So you can remember A, hospital or inpatient, B, outpatient, C, for copay. And then you have Medicare Part D, which is the newest addition to Medicare, and it covers your prescription drugs. So D for drugs. Okay, so let's go through those four parts of Medicare. We've got Medicare Part A, which deals with inpatient hospital care, Medicare Part B, that deals with outpatient um, medical care. Part C comes with a copay, and then Part D is for your prescription drugs. So let's just have a review. Okay, so social insurance is a set of insurance programs that's administered by the government. Unlike public assistance programs, the eligibility for social insurance benefits is not based upon need. Okay. In the U.S., federal government social insurance programs are generally funded through payroll taxes. We've got different types of social insurance programs in the U.S. Those include things like OASDI, Medicare, as well as unemployment benefits. Okay. The OASDI benefits, they do provide monthly payments to eligible retirees, families of deceased wage earners, as well as people who are living with a disability and unable to work. Medicare provides health care benefits for people 65 years and older, as well as people that's living with certain medical conditions. And then finally, your unemployment benefits provide monetary benefits to unemployed individuals for a period of time as they seek new employment. So there you have it. We've got social insurance and the programs, how it works, why it's put in place, and who qualifies. Once again, my name is Elisa Scott. I am with the Elite Insurance Group. I hope this information assists you as you continue to study your content and get prepared to take the life and health insurance exam. I look forward to continuing to provide information to you, sending good vibes and good luck on that insurance exam.